Okay, so I'm Joannah, as you know.
And Aaliyah.
Yes, this is Aaliyah De Florias. And we're going to interview her today. Now, I just wanted to tell you about a little bit how I discovered Aaliyah, came across her. It's because we actually work out at the same gym, UFC gym, and somehow, I don't know, by a twist of fate, the universe brought us together. It's so crazy because at first when I first saw her, I didn't think like I was even going to talk to her. I was like, oh, new girl, okay. So then I actually ended up really liking her and thinking she was cool. So she told me she was starting her music career. And I was like, wow, that's crazy because I'm doing pretty much the same thing. I have this web series, you need to be on it. So ever since then, we've been fated to be together. We've just been working on a lot of stuff together. But for now, here it's Miss Aaliyah De Florias. So, some questions for you.
Sure.
First one is, how long have you been writing music, singing, playing piano?
I started playing piano when I was 5. And I hated it, to be honest with you. I absolutely hated it because I wanted to just go out and play with my friends. So piano lessons were the worst for me. So I stopped for a good couple of years, and then for whatever reason, I was messing around on a piano that we had at home. It was like one of those really, really tiny baby keyboards, and I kept playing this little rhythm over and over and over again, and it kept I was
playing.
Yeah, and I was just hypnotized by it, and for some reason I just started to really get intrigued by it more and more. And then when I was, I'd say 11 or so, is when I started actually writing my own songs on the piano and stuff like that.
What is your favorite thing about playing music, singing, writing?
To me, it's I don't feel like I'm really truly being myself, and I feel like everything gets stuffed up in my body if I'm not doing music. There were times where I would just stop altogether. I'd stop playing. I'd be either frustrated with it, I'd get disappointed or distracted by something, and I'd stop playing. And then I'd get anxiety attacks all the time. And I was wondering why am I always feeling like this? Always stressed out. And then I would go and I would just play on the piano or something, or end up at the piano or end up singing, and then all of a sudden I noticed I felt lighter, I felt like I could breathe again, I felt like it's therapy for me. There have been many times in my life where I've needed to have music in my life, or else I probably would have done something stupid. It's my saving grace. I know that God put it in my life for that reason, to save me when things are really bad.
Okay, well, obviously it's been very positive for you. So
extremely.
Good.
I love it.
Well, what's your favorite stuff to play then? What's your style of music?
My style of music is usually really emotional. I guess my sound is more of a film score type sound. I absolutely love strings and all of that, and a lot of one of my biggest influences, I think, was Tori Amos, and I would always, when I couldn't really play that well, just listen to music and play on my dresser, looking at myself in the mirror, pretending like I was Tori Amos playing her music.
You gotta imagine it before you can do
exactly.
it. Oh yeah, this is me. This feels good. All right, yeah.
It works.
I can do this.
It works.
This is easy.
Please. Please.
Well, you were talking to me inside about kind of what your challenges have been with playing music. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay. I, for a long period of time, actually stopped playing because of distractions, and because for a while people were saying, and I like how I say people, it's everybody's been telling me that. It's one or two people, of course, those people get stuck in your head. And I listened to those comments and constantly thought that this must be real, this must be it. I had heard so many things saying, by 2 different people, it was too sad, it was not right, it was commercially this, it wasn't, whatever the case may be. So I was racking my brain trying to figure out, well, how can I change it? How can I make myself sellable? How can I make myself, successful? And I tried to do other people's music. I tried to do other sounds that I didn't really like, and it made me hate it. It made me hate it. It made me just not want to play. There's no reason for you not to play your own kind of music ever, is what I've found out. And whether or not somebody likes it, whether or not somebody does, that's fantastic. But really and truly, I'm not playing for anybody else. I'm playing for me. And if you just so happen to be in the room and you like it and you applaud, then that's even better. But it's not for anybody else. It's for me.
Okay.
You know, and it's the greatest thing I can learn. You know.
So, I mean, what made you change your mind then?
I think it was like a number of small things that just kept occurring over and over again. When I came back, I went to California for a couple of years, kind of lost my mind a little bit, a little crazy. And then,
that happens.
Yeah, it does, especially in California. But when I came back and I started messing with my music, because I knew that I didn't want to give it up, but I didn't know what to do with it or where to go with it. And Joannah, I did one of her workshops, and there was a woman there who actually wasn't a part of it. She was just there to watch it, which I thought was really interesting, because she wasn't a part of it the whole entire time. She just actually just showed up. She was there. She said that she needed a pick-me-up, and she knew that something was going on that day, and she's like, so I wanted to come and see what it was like, just to listen to people. So it's like, it's interesting.
Okay.
So I was.
That's a very unique story.
It was really weird. It was really weird. And what's even better is that, you know,
I love stuff like this, by the way. These weird, crazy
Yeah.
real life stories.
Yeah, it was really nuts, because I was like so nervous about singing, and you know, it was my first time singing again for a long time, and I was singing Carmen, the song from the musical, and it was an opera song. And I love singing that song. Yes. It was something like that. Habanera. There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Couldn't remember. So yeah.
So you had to sing it to you.
Yeah. So exactly like
jogged your memory.
done. So I was singing that, and at the end, she stood up and she goes, "I just want to let you know that I came here just because I really needed a pick-me-up. I have cancer, and I'm constantly trying to find things that make an impact in my life, and I just want to let you know that you have just like made my year, and I blog about this stuff and let people know like the things, like my every day I have something that, you know, astounds me, and she's like, I want to let you know that that's you, and please keep singing, don't ever stop." And I was just like,
that's amazing.
yeah, it was very interesting that she just showed up.
Wow.
Just showed up and
that's
said
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
And that was one of the, and that it's just a series of like little things like that just kept happening.
Like the universe kept nudging you.
Yeah, like
This is what you're supposed to do. Just do it.
You know you want to do it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. It was.
Wow. That is cool.
It was very odd, and it was like, okay, I get it. I hear you. Fine.
I'll do it.
Exactly.
Ah.
And then realizing, you know, when I stopped playing for a while and stuff, and then I'd get like that weird, like tense feeling, like I couldn't breathe, and then as soon as I played, all of a sudden I felt like I could breathe again. You know, or I don't know. It's meant to be, and I know that in my heart now. So no matter how irritated I get, no matter how much I'm like, God, this is not sounding right. This is whatever, and I have all this criticism going on through my head. It's just thoughts. It's not real anymore. Yeah.
So when do we get to hear your music?
Shortly. I'm sure shortly. Unfortunately, I'm not in a place where I can just like bust out with my piano right now because it's not hooked up. But definitely very, very soon.
Well, thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that I finally get to introduce you to the world.
Thank you very, very much.
I've been so excited to introduce everyone to you, and she is amazing. Honestly, I love her. Like, she's been such a blessing in my life to work with. Her musical expertise is just off the chain. So that does it for this interview with my darling Aaliyah. Make sure you watch my videos. Look for them Sunday nights at 7 o'clock. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under the name Joannah AZ Living. And go to my fun campaign page at Indiegogo.com where you can donate for my first CD album, my first music album and my first CD. So thanks for watching, and just keep watching, be entertained, enjoy, and
you will.
just see what we're up to. On Facebook, you'll see the shows that I'm playing, and Instagram, you get pictures of wild and crazy things. So everyone's different. Like every social media is different. So just following me on one, you won't get the whole story. So it's best to follow me.
Very good.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy your week. Love your life.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Thank you very much. No, I've been here. I've been there before. Awesome. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You're such an ass.